What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Falcon and the Winter Soldier breakdown, review, and recap. And while this was a long episode, it was filled with stunning moments throughout, and even a major cameo from the queen of TV comedy, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, as Contessa Valentina Allegra de la Fontaine. Now, last week we did actually call Viper or Madame Hydra to appear as a secret cameo this episode, and, well, boys, we got him. We open with John Walker on the run from last week as he absolutely prangs out, remembering Hoskins, but comes across Sam and Bucky asking for the shield back. Now, the parallels to major MCU fights here is so very, very good, as it's similar, incredibly similar, to the now iconic fight with Bucky, Steve, and Iron Man in Civil War, and the fight scene here is stunning in the cramped conditions. John says him and Sam could have been a team as he rips off Sam's wings. Boy, that hurts, as he says he's Captain America. He says that a few times in the episode and is clearly deranged. We then see Bucky and Sam try to rip the shield off John as he won't surrender it, which looks incredibly similar to the heroes in Infinity War trying to take the gauntlet off Thanos. Now, thankfully, they do take the shield off him, breaking John's arm, and Bucky drops it next to Sam. Bucky is clearly wanting Sam to take over the role of Captain America so very, very badly, as the GRC arrest the Flag Smashers but still can't find Carly, as finally Torres appears once more and asks what happened to the wings as they're beyond repair. Now, Sam takes his shield and leaves, and the wings are left to Torres, which I thought was really, really neat, a sort of passing of the torch, and is setting up Torres for being the next Falcon as Sam graduates to Captain America. I think we may even get a reveal possibly next week of him possibly using the fixed wings, but John Walker is also kicked out of the military and is only spared criminal charges and a court-martial due to his exemplary record, despite him killing someone there. And I love how, if it wasn't caught in 4K, the counter will be like, hey, good job, kid. But as it's an international incident, they want to get rid of him and get the shield back just so they can get another cap that is government sanctioned. Now, John says that you built me, which is very, very true, in a parallel to real-life military situations where crimes are committed. It's okay with the government until it gets caught. But the biggest part of this episode is our cameo. And oh boy, was this not only cool for the future story, but cool for the actress who played Val, as Julia Louis-Dreyfus debuts as this character. Now, in the comics, she was a socialite until her parents were killed and was contacted by S.H.I.E.L.D. to become an agent. Eventually, she became a lover of Nick Fury and was also the leader of the S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Femme Force. She would later go undercover in Hydra as Madame Hydra and manipulating a war between the organization Leviathan and Hydra. But, well, Leviathan, the secret Russian criminal organization, would be very handy, as she would later be revealed to be a Russian sleeper agent. Now, I expect that part may be heavily used in the upcoming Black Widow movie, and she is recruiting John Walker for what I predict now is the start of the Thunderbolts, a evil Russian version perhaps, and maybe, just maybe, she is actually going to combine like the Masters of Evil, the Dark Avengers, and the Thunderbolts and have their own version of that for the MCU. And possibly as well, she could have simply just been part of the same training program that Natasha and the upcoming Yelena are part of, as the wiki does say that she is in Black Widow, but again, wikis and IMDb castings I take with a pinch of salt, so I'd probably ignore that for now, but I think there's going to be some shenanigans coming up in the post-credits scene of that movie. Now, she will call him when he's needed, and drops a bombshell that the government doesn't actually own the shield, which is, yeah, that's actually kind of true, as it was Tony's father who made it using some vibranium reserves. But we catch up with Zemo, who is at the Sokovian Memorial, urging Bucky to take on Carly as she's corrupted beyond all recognition, and has even turned himself into the Dora Milaje, who weirdly will be taking him to the raft. Personally, I thought they would be taking him back to Wakanda, Of course, we saw the Raft at the end of Civil War, which I think is a cool bookend to his story for now, and at least it is a wildly different story to his comic book version. Now, Sam finally heads back to speak to Isaiah Bradley, who tells Sam the story of how he and his comrades were given different versions of the serum and lied to, saying it was just simply tetanus, but some of the serums were very unstable, and despite this, they were sent into battle for it to be tested. He was arrested as the chiefs wanted to blow up a POW camp, which some of his fellow soldiers were in, and well, he broke out and, tried to get them out, and was then experimented on as he was the last one alive, and they wanted to see why the serum worked for him there. I'm hoping they will connect this possibly to Luke Cage at some point, but I really doubt it. He says no black man will be Cap, and no self-respecting black man would want to be Cap, which was a really tough watch, but the actor here was superb as Bradley, as John lies to Lamar's parents, and he got the one who killed their son, except the real person's on the run. So, also predicted last week was how Sharon Carter is absolutely sus, as she calls Batroc the Leaper to get a job for him and has seemingly hired him in the first episode, as well as she is quite clearly the power broker, and I expect possibly she has hired him to get back at Carly. So the finale is going to be just everyone pointing at each other going, I hate you. And then she does actually get him hired for Carly to ensure the GRC vote doesn't happen. But we also had some cool moments as Sam returns home and gets the community to help fix their ship, also with the help of Bucky, and I found it funny how he said he didn't think to use his bionic arm, and Bucky gives Sam some new wings, courtesy of the Wakandans, which are so clearly going to have the Captain America markings on them. Now, Sam is left the shield and trains, which was just absolutely awesome to watch with the shield, and we learn that the GRC vote is that they want to move displaced people by the blip back to their home countries, despite these people clearly having made lives for them during the chaos. Yeah, it's an interesting take on refugees and kind of people settled there. I won't go into the politics because this isn't one of those channels, but Carly's followers are there and take over the vote as Sam has to go in and fight, which will lead him face to face with George St. Pierre, who wants to kill him, and possibly even John Walker, who might be sent by Val. Overall, this was a superb episode, and the first one of the season I was left really, really wanting more, as each episode thus far, to be honest, has had a satisfying ending. It's not by like WandaVision where we've been like, yeah, can we get some more, please? But Sam is clearly going to take on the mantle of Cap, which I am very, very, very excited to see. But that is it for this video. Please drop a like down below. Please do subscribe with notifications on, and I will be bringing you Invincible later today and Mortal Kombat early next week. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.